In the heart of the north, where winter winds howl and snow blankets the land, in a seemingly endless shroud of white, stands the ancient and formidable stronghold of Winterfell. Here, the cold is not just a season, but a way of life, shaping the people and the stories that have endured for generations. This ancient castle, with its towering walls and imposing ramparts, is more than just a fortress. It is a symbol of strength, resilience, and the enduring legacy of House Stark. Its stones have witnessed countless winters, and its halls have echoed with the laughter and sorrow of those who call it home. Legend tells us of a time long ago, in the Age of Heroes, when a figure known as Brandon the Builder roamed these lands. The north was wild and untamed, a place where only the bravest dared to carve out a life. Brandon, they say, was a giant among men, possessing strength that rivaled that of the giants themselves. His presence was commanding, his will unbreakable, and his vision for the north was unlike any before him. He saw the need for a stronghold in this unforgiving land, a place of refuge against the cold and the dangers that lurked in the frozen wilderness. The north was a land of mystery and peril, where the unknown could strike at any moment. And so, with his own two hands, he began to build. The task was monumental, requiring not only strength but ingenuity and determination. Through blizzards and biting winds, Brandon and those who followed him shaped stone and timber into something enduring. Stone by stone, Winterfell rose from the frozen ground, a testament to Brandon's vision and the enduring spirit of the North. Each block laid was a promise to future generations, a promise of safety, of unity, and of hope in the face of relentless winter. The building of Winterfell was not just a feat of strength, but a communal effort. Men, women, and even children contributed, their hands red and raw from the cold, their hearts warmed by the dream of a home that would stand for centuries. But Brandon's ambition did not end there. He was a man who looked beyond the present, who saw threats not just in the world around him, but in the legends whispered by the wind. He looked to the vast icy expanse to the north, where chilling winds brought tales of strange and terrible creatures. The stories spoke of things that walked in the darkness, of ancient evils that could not be fought with sword or shield alone. To protect his people from these unknown threats, Brandon the Builder raised the wall, a colossal barrier of ice and granite that stretched for hundreds of miles. It was a feat unmatched in all the realms, a line drawn between the world of men and the mysteries that lay beyond. The wall was more than just a physical barrier. It was a symbol of vigilance and sacrifice. It demanded constant watchfulness. And those who guarded it became legends in their own right, sworn to defend the realm from whatever darkness might come. With the wall as their shield, the people of the north could rest easy, knowing that they were safe from the dangers that lay beyond. Life in the shadow of Winterfell and the wall was harsh, but it was also filled with a sense of belonging and pride. The legends of Brandon the Builder are woven into the very fabric of the north. His story is carved into the stones, whispered in the halls, and remembered in every snowfall that blankets the land. They are tales whispered by the winds, etched into the ancient stones of Winterfell and passed down through generations of Starks. Around every hearth his name is spoken with reverence, a reminder of what it means to endure. They speak of a time when giants walked the earth and heroes rose to meet extraordinary challenges. The North remembers, and in remembering, it finds the strength to face whatever storms may come. And they serve as a constant reminder of the strength, resilience, and unwavering spirit that lie at the heart of House Stark. Winterfell stands not just as a fortress, but as a beacon of hope and unity, a legacy built stone by stone, and a testament to the enduring will of the North. For generations beyond counting, the Starks ruled over the North as kings of winter. Their name became synonymous with the land itself, woven into the very fabric of the North's identity. From the ancient halls of Winterfell, their line stretched back into the mists of legend, their bloodline as enduring as the snows that blanketed their realm. Their reign was one of honor, duty, and an unbreakable bond with the land they called home. The north is a harsh and unforgiving place where the cold can kill as swiftly as any blade, and only those with true grit and resilience can hope to survive. The Starks understood this better than anyone, and their rule reflected the values that the north itself demanded: strength, loyalty, and a deep respect for tradition. The Starks were more than just rulers. They were protectors, guardians of their people against the harsh realities of life beyond the neck. They stood as a shield between their people and the dangers that lurked in the wilds, be it the bitter cold, the hungry wolves, or the ever-present threat from beyond the wall. Their presence was a comfort, a promise that no matter how dark the winter, the Starks would endure. Their rule was not one of conquest or domination. Unlike many southern lords who sought glory through war and expansion, the Starks found their strength in stewardship. They saw themselves as caretakers of the north, responsible for the well-being of every man, woman and child who called it home. The Starks understood that their strength lay in the loyalty of their bannermen and the well-being of their people. They forged bonds of trust and mutual respect, knowing that unity was the only way to survive the long winters. Their bannermen followed them not out of fear, but out of genuine loyalty and admiration. They ruled with a firm but fair hand, dispensing justice with wisdom and compassion. The Starks believed that justice was not a tool for vengeance, but a means to maintain peace and order. Their judgments were respected, for they listened to the needs of their people and weighed every decision with care. The Starks were never ones to shy away from their duty, no matter how difficult or dangerous. Whether it was leading their men into battle or braving the cold to settle disputes among their subjects, they faced every challenge head-on, guided by a sense of responsibility that never wavered. They faced down wildling raids from beyond the wall, defending their lands from those who would threaten their people. The wildlings, fierce and desperate, tested the North's defences time and again, but the Starks stood resolute, never allowing fear to dictate their actions. They quelled rebellions within their own ranks, understanding that unity was fragile and must be protected. When discord threatened to tear the North apart, the Starks acted swiftly, restoring order with a steady hand and a clear sense of justice, and stood firm against threats from the south. The ambitions of southern kings and lords often reached northward, but the Starks never allowed themselves to be cowed or manipulated. They defended their independence fiercely, knowing that the North's strength lay in its ability to stand alone. Through it all, the Starks remained true to their values: honor, duty, and an unwavering loyalty to their people. These were not just words, but guiding principles that shaped every decision, every sacrifice, and every victory. They understood that the strength of a pack lies in its unity, and that a leader's true power comes not from fear and intimidation, but from respect and trust. Like the direwolves that roamed their forests, the Starks thrived when they stood together, each member supporting the others through hardship and adversity. The Starks earned the loyalty of their bannermen not through brute force, but through generations of honourable leadership and unwavering support. Their word was their bond, and their bannermen knew that a Stark's promise was as unbreakable as the wall itself. The stories of their reign are not filled with tales of lavish feasts and extravagant displays of wealth, for the North is a land where survival is valued above luxury. Instead, the Starks were known for their humility, their willingness to share in the hardships of their people, and their refusal to place themselves above those they ruled, but with accounts of bravery, sacrifice, and a deep connection to the land they swore to protect. Every winter that passed was a testament to their resilience, every spring a reminder of their hope. The Starks' legacy was not measured in gold or glory, but in the survival and unity of the North. These are the stories that truly matter in the North, stories that are passed down from generation to generation, ensuring that the legacy of the Kings of Winter lives on. In every whispered tale by the hearth, in every oath sworn beneath the ancient weirwoods, the spirit of the Starks endures, reminding all who dwell in the North that honour, loyalty and unity are the true heart of their land. The Starks of Winterfell are known throughout the Seven Kingdoms for their unwavering sense of honour and justice. For centuries, their name has been synonymous with integrity, and their reputation stretches far beyond the icy walls of their ancestral home. In the north, where the winters are long and the nights even longer, the Starks have stood as guardians of both their people and the ancient traditions that define them. Their laws are not mere words etched in stone, but a code of conduct, a way of life passed down through generations. These laws are woven into the very fabric of northern society, shaping the actions and decisions of all who dwell within their lands. The wisdom of their ancestors echoes in every judgment, every decree, and every act of leadership. The Starks believe in holding true to one's word, no matter the cost. To them, a promise is sacred, and breaking it is unthinkable. This steadfastness is not just a personal virtue, but a guiding principle for their entire house. It is said that a Stark's word is as unyielding as the winter winds that sweep across the north. A promise made is a debt unpaid, and they would sooner face 1,000 enemies than break their oaths. This fierce loyalty to their word has earned them both allies and enemies, but it is a price they are always willing to pay. The Starks understand that trust, once broken, is nearly impossible to restore. In the eyes of the Starks, justice is blind to titles and birthright. Whether you are a highborn lord or a humble shepherd, the same laws apply. This impartiality is rare in a world where power often shields the guilty and punishes the innocent. Whether a lord or a commoner, all who stand before the Starks are judged by the same unwavering standards. The people of the North know that in Winterfell's halls their voices will be heard and their grievances considered with care. The Starks' commitment to equality before the law has fostered a sense of unity among their people. It is this sense of shared justice that binds the North together, even in the harshest of times. Mercy is shown, but only when it is deserved, for they understand that true justice requires fairness and balance. The Starks do not rule with cruelty or malice, but with a measured hand, always seeking to temper justice with compassion. They know that every decision carries weight, and that mercy, when granted wisely, can heal wounds and restore hope. Yet, they are ever mindful that mercy must never come at the expense of justice itself. The Starks are known for their stern punishments for those who threaten the safety and well-being of their people. In the north, justice is not delayed, nor is it delivered from afar. The lord who passes the sentence must swing the sword, a tradition that ensures accountability and personal responsibility. Treachery and betrayal are met with swift and decisive action, for they know that to allow such evils to fester is to invite chaos and destruction. The Starks do not hesitate to root out corruption, for the safety of their people depends on it. Yet even in their harshest judgments, the Starks demonstrate a sense of fairness and compassion. They understand that justice without empathy can become tyranny, and so they strive to balance strength with understanding. They listen to all sides of a dispute, weigh the evidence carefully, and strive to deliver a verdict that is just and equitable. The process is deliberate, ensuring that no voice goes unheard and no fact is overlooked. This unwavering commitment to justice, combined with their deep sense of honour and duty, has earned the Starks the respect and admiration of their people. The North stands strong because its leaders are trusted, and that trust is built on generations of fair rule. The laws of the Starks are more than just a set of rules, they are the very foundation upon which their rule is built. These principles are the bedrock that has allowed House Stark to endure through countless winters and wars. They are a testament to the Stark belief in the importance of honour, justice, and the rule of law. These ideals are not just spoken, but lived every day by those who bear the name Stark. And they serve as a beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness and uncertainty. In the coldest nights, when all seems lost, the laws of the Starks remind the people of the North that there is always a light to guide them, a promise that so long as honour endures, hope will never fade.